Hello and welcome to UKIP Scotland's website. My name is Paul Henke and I am the chairman of UKIP Scotland, and I'm also a candidate in the EU elections on the 4th of June. We have a big claim here at UKIP when we say we're the only party telling the truth about the European Union. But let's look at the facts. First of all, Blair said about 9 years ago that with the enlargement of the European Union, we could expect about 13,000 immigrant workers into the UK. In fact, it's anything between 1.5 and 2 million, and we have no way of really knowing how many people have come here. They don't tell you, the powers that be in the British government, that we pay £40 million per day into the European Union. Think what £40 million per day could do here. Think of the social housing, the hospitals, the schools that we could build. Think of the tradesmen that we would be creating, who would be generating a great deal of wealth because we'd have an active economy here in this country. Look at the idiocy of the Common Agricultural Policy, and everybody knows and admits and recognises the fact that it is ludicrous. Yet nothing is done about it. Here in Scotland, we know what what's happened to the fishing industry and the common fishery policy, so-called. Our stocks have been decimated because of bottom trawling. Our current fishermen are hoisting in catches which are over quota, are thrown back, and they're dead. All of this adds up to the economics of the madhouse. And we here in the UK are paying a great deal to be in the European Union. Look at the facts. Please don't take our word for it. Look at reality. Look at what is happening. Look at the fact that 80% of all legislation enacted here in the UK comes out of Brussels. And no one can tell me that a law made for, say, Greece has any application here in the UK. Doesn't work. What about, for instance, the Working Man's Directive? The impact of that is going to be enormous. And I'll give you an example. A doctor is on call, he's staying at the hospital, and he sleeps there for 8 hours, and he's not called out. And he continues working the next day. But the 8 hours of sleep he's had counts as part of his 48-hour working week. Or how about the man who is a volunteer fireman in the countryside, and he works a 40-hour week, and he's called out to a fire, and he can only offer or give 8 hours more time? What about the volunteers we have in the TAs and the Royal Naval Reserve? They do a full week of, say, 44, 46 hours because they put in some overtime. They can't then go and be active within our voluntary sector of our services. This is a total shambolic nonsense. And it is time we woke up to the fact, and it's time we did something about it. And the thing to do, when you look at the facts and realise which party is telling the truth about the European Union, vote for UKIP in June. Goodbye.